Welcome to Poland Daily Culture. In today's episode, we're going to explore the much acclaimed Frederic Chopin concerts in Warsaw. Frederic Chopin, the great composer and pianist, is a much loved and respected figure, not just in the classical music scene, but all over Poland and particularly here in Warsaw. This sentiment was emphasised back in 2010 when Poland staged numerous festivals, competitions and exhibitions for the 200th anniversary of his birth. The Chopin concerts offer some of the most talented and intriguing musicians the opportunity to showcase their talent. From established names in the classical scene to up-and-coming pianists. The concerts have become a staple throughout the summer in the Polish capital, and 2019 will see its 60th season. The first recital, here in Łazienki Park, coincided with the reconstruction of the famous Chopin monument in 1959. Over the years, the concerts have evolved, such as contemporary composers were added to the lineup in 1970s. In the 1980s, famous actors reciting romantic poetry were added for a vocal element to the proceedings. Nowadays, there are 2 concerts every Sunday throughout the warmer months. The concerts are free to the general public and run from May through to late September. How Chopin has influenced contemporary culture?
It's funny because sometimes I think that Chopin does not need us as the institute, as a museum, as a people trying to perform his work properly, which is not very easy. Like editors, like authors of books. But we do this, and somehow it works, and it has amazing impact. Let's start from Chopin and let's delve more. Let's be more open to more classical music, to more new sounds, generally to music. And it's good that Chopin shows us this way of very wonderful art. So on one way, I think we don't need, Chopin doesn't need us. We need Chopin. And about this impact, sometimes when people try to use Chopin, they are so in love with some piece and try to improvise on it, or to make a ballet or other rearrangement of his work. It's not easy. It's not the material that you can sculpt easy. It's really hard to not to destroy his work and rearrange it in your own and to rearrange it in your own way. So every time I say, okay, let's use it, let's see it how it is, but let's be careful not to lose Chopin in this in using his work.
The Łazienki Park doubles as a backdrop to numerous cultural activities. Chopin and the musical festival he inspired is one of such major prestigious events.
There is a fantastic festival called Chopin and His Europe. And it happens in many concert halls in Warsaw, and it's really fantastic because it's kind of, you know, the best, the fresh and the best from all over the world in classical music, but especially in Chopin. What we could find in every August in Warsaw.
Chopin's compositions not only stand alone as masterpieces in and of themselves, but would later on inspire countless contemporary artists influenced by the imaginations and sensitivities of the 19th century's musical genius.
As I said, Chopin's innovatory things about harmony, but what it really is the chromatism. That means making a melodic line, very simple one, but changing the key all the time. And that's what's really special about him. And that also leads some other pianists, contemporary pianists, to interpret it in many ways and also arrange it. And this, I use the word jazz because a lot of pianists like Leszek Możdżer, jazz pianists, or Piotr Orzechowski, piano hooligan, makes his own interpretation of Chopin because of these vital melodies that are so good to perform them in other ways, using some other harmonies. But today I will also be showing you my compositions. I, as a composer, as a contemporary composer, and many times inspired by the harmony of Chopin and this spirit. This will be a piece that maybe doesn't resemble Chopin very much, or maybe you will hear some shadows of Chopin's Nocturne. Thank you.